Abusia se wuti brana wutie Public Account Committee nsem ahodo ayesi wo ho no mo ya na obisa ho se enti o man Ghana ebeye yeni se wutie accounts angrofo ma wona ye de o matu aban adwuma ahodo ano na edu bra ese o mubu akonta edi kira aban ana se o man no a na wutie nsem ahodo a ekoso wo ho ne se ne ya o mututu papa so sikadie ne enuma ahodo o mu ye ne ho no ya na obisa ho se enti Ghana pani Abusia yenji bre na yenhwe ensem ahodo a esi wo Public Accounts Committee a very shocking sikadi ahodo ekwan a public workers and public workers omudi oman Ghana sika efaso taxpayers money minu mienu ye sika abanti ye kakrakra as tax no ye di ma omuso mfanye oman na adwuma na sa aban adwuma ekwan ahodo omudi sika ne faso no yenji bre na yenhwe bi na yenfa efutuo bi ewom aha ye Ken ba TV commenti like subscribe na afi share video na foforo nso enya so mfaso yenkwe na yembonra videos no emum
4th of November, one day you paid over 150,000 for fuel for drip machines, drip projects. 150,000 one day fuel. Do you know how many Land Cruisers you can fill with that 150,000? Things are not adding up. Officers, auditors, I think this is a clue for you guys to look at it. 150,000 on one day, November 4th, 2024. All for fuel. They pay to Total Energies. And December 31st, which was a half day, that was when you drew the 200,000.
And no, the 150,000 too was by cash.
These
An
are all
assembly that
cash.
struggles to honor a checks. You dish out 150,000 Ghana cedis in cash to buy fuel in a day.
Achema from the 30 million that the minister has said it was duplication. And sir, if an internal auditor, up your game. Now unsupported claims, 35.8 million. Just for 6,000 police officers. 6,000 police officers. That was the so-called, I don't know whether they call it Africa Games or All Africa Games.
Chairman, is African Games.
It's Africa Games. And they spent 35.8 million 2024 for police officers. And we don't have documentation on it. How? Ministry of Sports. How? And you want to sit here and come and argue?
Chairman, with respect, on that matter, Internal Auditor, you said you raised issues with that at the Ministry of Finance.
No, with the police, when they submitted the bill.
When they submitted the bill?
Yes.
Who did the scheduling with the police for them to be able to deploy that number of people?
Please, the LOC.
The reason why I ask is this: who, once answering that, and who submitted that bill as an addition to the outstandings of the ministry to the Ministry of Finance, all in your schedule of payables?
So on the scheduling, since we have the executive chair of the LOC for Accra 2023 here, let him speak to that. So we'll get back to the submission. Thank you.
Good morning, Honorable Chair and members of the committee. I mean, this was the bill submitted by the police at the end of the games, and I was really baffled when the bill was submitted to me because we didn't reach that agreement. Initially, they were to have policemen to assist in carrying out police duties. We were initially even feeding them. Then they pulled out. And from nowhere, at the end of it, they brought this bill. And I wrote to them to justify why such a quantum. And they couldn't justify. So that is where we've gotten to. I was shocked to the marrow with the kind of bill they brought. And I said, please give us justifications and break it down to support what you are claiming.
How many weeks did the games go on for?
We started from the first, second, third, with regard to the early games. But officially, the game started from 8th to 23rd. But we had early games. So give or take, let's say we had about 2 weeks.
2 weeks of game.
About 3 weeks. Let's say from 1st to 23rd. So let's take it for 3 weeks.
Let's be generous and make Habib Napare. Reason date of separation was 2022.
Yes.
This guy had died. Didn't you go to the funeral? And you validated this dead person for 26 months.
And you are telling us we should go.
And you are coming to tell Parliament to do what?
To go to the bank and.
Good. That's okay. We have taken a cue from that, Mr. Chair. Yes. So we have recovered, like I mentioned earlier, 303,558.68. We have forwarded a total list to Yoko to help us. Yoko has written back demanding for their respective files of persons involved. We have submitted that. That's why we were asked, did anybody attend the funeral of Habib? You did. Gave donation. Even gave his PV, Provident Fund out. And you still came back verifying him. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, maybe moving forward, we'll ask you to bring the validators along. So they speak to it. Maybe they saw the person's ghost or they saw the person somewhere. That's how come a deceased person will be validated for 26 good months. And then somebody who has worked for more than 3 months, 6 months, running every day to Controller and Accountant General just to be validated. So moving forward, we'll ask that you bring validated these rules. Knowing that you validate the person for 2 years, 2 years and over. So, Mr. Chairman, I think that is what we should do. If you are cited for any payment of unearned salaries, you come with your validators. Then they will speak to it. Maybe if it's a ghost, if it's someone who is deceased, they saw the person somewhere, sitting somewhere, working, and then they can tell us the reason why they validated dead people for 26 good months. So I think it is something we should all take serious.
Why do you need a security guy?
For the security or the safety of the campus and the students and property of.
So you want this person to secure the school, protect your property, and you are underpaying this guy. Huh? If you don't pay him the right amount, he will pay himself. When your computer gets missing, don't go and ask him. You are underpaying him. When your books are getting missing at the school, don't ask him. Because you are underpaying him. See, just because somebody is poor doesn't mean we have to take advantage of that person. Just because somebody needs a job doesn't mean we have to take advantage of that person. Pay people the right wages.
See, the whole room is silent. Well, can you imagine 250 Ghana cedis? By now, he has 3 kids, 250 Ghana cedis with 3 kids. It's not fair.
So you owe them the difference of 240 over the duration that they worked for the school, and then the new difference from 2026 or 2025 to date. You owe them that difference, and we will pursue you to make sure you give it to them because they have worked for it.